Alright, so we're here in the backyard. We're going to be cutting the windows out for the rear doors. We've got my father here, IBPDog on YouTube, shout out. And he's going to be, we've taped up the doors with some plastic sheeting so that we can catch these metal shavings, which will be falling as we cut this out with the grinder to get the ribs out of the windows. So, anything to add?
No, first we cut the ribs, then we drill the entire perimeter. Yeah. And then we'll either cut that with the grinder, jigsaw, or your shears. Should be pretty easy. Yeah. May not be quick.
Alright, be nice to it.
Alright, so basically I just taped it off. This one thin line, it's only about 3.5 inches long. I'm going to hit it with the grinder and get rid of this rib.
Alright, IBPDog drilled out all the holes. What's next?
Time to cut it.
That's one on the other side. Top side. One more.
Are you playing with metal?
Captain America.
Oh, that is a pretty sweet shield. We've got the outline all taped up and we are ready to cut.
Thumbs up, America! Here we are using our electric metal shears to cut along the holes we pre-drilled earlier. We drilled some larger pilot holes in the corners to help get it started. The shears worked quite well for the straights, but we had some troubles with the sharp turns. As you'll see later, we were able to clean this up with the grinder.
Oh, look!
It's a smiley face!
I made a happy face.
Note that we left small tabs on the top and bottom to leave support while cutting the perimeter. These help the sheet metal stay in place, and they were easy to cut off last.
Hang on, I left a little nugget down here.
Okay. Take now. That looks like a blade or something. If you spin it.
Now Tyler and I each have our own shield. So we got it all cut out, and it's time to go back and clean up the edges with the angle grinder.
What are you doing, Tyler?
Separating these layers so we can put the weather stripping on this inner piece of sheet metal, nice and tight, and then we'll have the window adhere to this outer layer, and then we'll put a nice bead of silicone, black silicone, to kind of trim it off on the inside. But when he was grinding it, it got pretty tight, so these are already separated a bit. Most of it's good to go, but just enough so that the weather stripping will fit on the inside. Before adhering the window, we clean the glass with mineral spirits. At the same time, IBPDog was applying the primer to the body of the van using a wool dauber. Once the windows were mostly dry, we applied the primer to the glass as well. It's a good idea to leave about ½ an inch of space from the edges of the glass, since this is where we'll be applying the adhesive, and we want to make sure it has room to flatten out without being visible in the end.
Okay, glass is primed, the opening's primed. We got to give it another 7 minutes or so, and then we will apply the adhesive and pop it in. It was really tough to squeeze it out before. Tyler says he opened the tip of it up a little bit better. Not sure if you can see it. It's been 10 minutes since we applied the primer to the glass and the black primer to the van. Getting ready to put some more of this 3M windshield adhesive up, and then on she goes. We're done.
All right, shall we?
Yes.
Thumbs up, America. It's like, whoops, these weren't actually suctions on.
I think that looks fair.
Okay. I have enough. It's got to be very close.
Okay, so I think Tyler's just putting in the last of the tape. And now we just wait for them to dry.
Looks good.
That was really zoomed into your face.
Luckily, I have a beautiful face.
Wonderful.
Did you get that on camera?
Yeah, I did.
Wait for my sponsorship deal. Nike, call me.
Good luck, buddy.
All right, there we have it. We've got the new rear windows installed. They're being held up temporarily with some painter's tape, but we can remove that soon. We've got about 3 hours before we can drive it, but we don't plan on doing that. We're gonna leave it here for a few days, make sure it can fully dry, that's 72 hours. But I think it turned out really well. Shout out to IBPDog for joining us today. Make sure you check him out on YouTube too. He's got some sweet videos of
My golden tee shots.
yeah, and some dirt biking on there. But yeah, so it's pretty good. Held on there nice and tight, and I like the faint tinting. It's a stock look, you know, almost OEM-like windows. Hopefully nobody can tell that they're aftermarket, installed semi-professionally.
Take your time. The devil's in the details. They actually look perfect though. That trim piece that does not come with the kit that Tyler purchased for the inside, that's key to make it really look nice on the interior.
Yeah. So we'll list all the products that we used today down in the description below, and you can feel free to comment on the video if you have any questions or feedback, or be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And then yeah, make sure you follow along. See the rest of the build. All right, so today we're cutting holes in the body of the van. We've got IBPDog over here gonna do some damage, and yeah.
Hashtag not my van.
I'm gonna go get a coffee. Anybody need coffee? Need a coffee?
Are you our coffee boy?
Yeah.
Are you, what are they called? One of our runners?
Yeah. You guys want a coffee?
I know why you want to go get coffee, because you don't want to watch me drill holes and get brand new van. I wouldn't like doing this on my own rig.
That makes me feel so much better about it.